Let's be honest, trying to lose fat while gaining weight sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. If done right, you can actually burn fat while building muscle at the same time, especially if you're somebody who is coming back from a break, or if you're just new to lifting, you're still a beginner, or if you're someone like me and you're just doing it strategically. And in this video, I'm going to try and break down exactly how to do it with nutrition, training, and of course, mindset. So like I said, body recomposition is basically losing fat and building muscle at the same time. It's not necessarily about the number on the scale, but about changing how your body looks and feels. So I've never been overweight. I've never really gone through the process of losing a lot of weight first. I started off very, very skinny. I think my fitness journey was kind of very straightforward. I was just trying to build muscle. But of course, in the process of building muscle, you are going to gain a little bit of fat. And there were times where I was a little bit heavier. Other people probably wouldn't notice, but I know my body better than anybody else. And there were times where I did put on some fat, and I did have to go through the process of body recomposition. I didn't want to shrink, I wanted to sculpt. And in order to do that, whether you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, or you're just trying to build muscle, you have to shift your mindset to recomposing your body. So let's talk about nutrition, because I feel like this is where a lot of people go wrong. How to eat for weight loss and weight gain. Now, a lot of people think that in order to eat for weight loss, they have to eat less. And in order for them to eat for weight gain, they have to eat more. You see a lot of people who, when they're trying to lose weight, they reduce their meals to like once a day. A lot of them will go on these like really crazy fad diets because they're trying to starve their body for longer and force the weight loss to happen. And then you see people who are trying to put on weight, they eat a lot more, and not just healthy food, they eat a lot of junk food because they're trying to gain weight quickly. So it's important for you to understand the difference and also the similarities and what the key features are when it comes to achieving your desired result. So for people who typically undereat because they think that that would speed up their fat loss, I want you to understand that that actually slows it down, and it's not sustainable in the long term, because the minute you drop all of that weight, if you do, you are going to pick up the same eating habits that you had before. So eating for fat loss and also muscle gain specifically, there are key features that I feel like you should always maintain. Number one, make sure that you are eating enough protein. Aim for 1 gram per pound of your goal body weight. For example, for me, I always aim to get protein in with every meal. Okay, so that's either chicken or eggs, fish, lean beef, protein shakes. Regardless of what I'm eating, I try to have some type of protein on my plate. Number two, you want to be in a slight calorie deficit. So no extreme cutting down on your meals, but just enough deficit for you to burn fat and also not lose muscle at the same time. Next is consistency over restriction. You don't have to eat boring foods in order for you to see growth, but you do need to be mindful of what you're putting into your body. So if you're this type of person who likes to eat out all the time, that could pose a problem because you don't know the ingredients or the measurements that they're using to cook. And oftentimes when you eat out all the time, you're eating foods that is made for the general public. So they're not, of course, going to be mindful about how much salt they're putting into their food or how much oil or, you know, all of those tiny details that you can control if you're cooking your meals by yourself. So I would recommend that you do more home cooked meals. And that is why I curated a digital cookbook for people who want to have a little bit more variety in their meals, who don't know what to eat, and who need recipes to just add a little variety in their nutrition and still are on their health and fitness journey. So if you're that type of person, make sure you grab my digital cookbook today. It's down below in my store, so make sure you check it out. Now let's talk about training and how you can actually shape your body. I started strength training seriously in 2017, and that's when my body really began to change. Before then, of course, I knew nothing about progressive overload. You need to focus on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, upper body, your your push-pull days. Next, of course, is progressive overload. You need to aim to be increasing your weights, your sets, your reps each week. And for the ladies, your glutes are a muscle, okay? So you need to be training your glutes with intention. And lastly, you need to incorporate some mobility or stretching into your routine. Now let's talk about tracking and actually keeping ourselves accountable. I've never really been the one to obsess over a weight on the scale. I usually always track my progress through my pictures or videos. I tracked my progress through how my clothes were fitting and just how strong I felt in the gym. So when it comes to body recomposition, it's not about perfection. It's about showing up consistently and understanding that your body is capable of changing, but you just have to be strategic with that effort. So make sure that you're nourishing your body properly and that you are lifting with intention, and you understand that it is something that's going to take a little bit of time. So be patient and put in the work and trust the process. So I'm gonna see you guys at the gym for my upper body workout. So it's back day today, and I'm taking you through a workout that has helped me build a sculpted, leaner look over time, especially during my body recomposition phases. Every rep, every set is focused on muscle engagement over ego lifting. And progressive overload with intent is what has changed the game for me. I stopped chasing heavier weights and just started chasing better control, especially on the eccentric or lowering phase. That's where the real growth happens. So you want to train each muscle group twice a week as a minimum. Frequency plus volume equals better growth stimulus. I train my back twice a week, and I would usually pair it with biceps, that making it a pull day, and sometimes on day 2 I would pair it with glutes or rear delts. And I'm starting off my workout with assisted pull-ups. I treat these as my activation and strength builder in one. Even with assistance, the goal is full range, a slow eccentric and controlled core. This movement has helped me develop upper back definition when I couldn't do bodyweight pull-ups yet at the beginning of my journey. Also, for body recomp, I incorporate drop sets and supersets occasionally. And rest periods matter, so don't always rush your set. Give yourself about 60 to 90 seconds between each compound lift to maintain output. Also, you want to do about 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 10 reps at a challenging weight. As I said before, you want to aim to train each muscle group at least twice per week. This frequency is ideal for muscle growth without you overtraining, and you don't need to train 6 days a week. 4 days is enough if your workouts are well structured. Make sure that you check out my workout programs linked below in my storefront. And I'm also going to put up a sample training split on the screen just to kind of help you structure your 4-day-a-week training. So here's a sample. Day 1, you have your lower body where you train your glutes, quads, and your hamstrings. And on day 2, you can do your upper body where you're training your back, chest, and shoulders. Yes, this goes to you as well, ladies. Day 3, you have another lower body session where you are focused on your glutes and your core. And then on day 4, you have a push-pull combo where you do your arms, shoulders, and back. So of course, as a woman, this is the ideal training split. But if you're a guy, you can obviously add more upper body days than you do your glutes. But this is just a sample training split just to kind of show you what a structured workout split looks like. And again, talking about progressive overload, make sure that you are progressing, because recomposition won't happen if you keep lifting the same weights every single week. You need to track your lifts and also aim to increase your weights, your reps, or your sets gradually over time. So for example, week 1, you can do 3 sets of 10 reps at, let's say, 40 kg. And then week 2, you do 3 sets of 12 reps at 40 kg. And then week 3, you're doing 4 sets of 10 reps at 42.5 kg. So you don't have to overload a crazy amount of weight. It's the little progress that makes all of the difference. Now, when it comes to cardio, I don't skip this anymore. I take this so importantly, and I usually do my cardio warm-ups at the beginning of my workout session to make sure that I get them done. And less is more when you are trying to get results. You don't have to be running on a speed of 20 for 45 minutes in order for you to feel like you did cardio that day. For me, I like to keep my pace quite slow. I like to do a lot of incline walking for about 15 to 20 minutes, and this just gets the job done. And it also helps with fat loss without you having to sacrifice muscle recovery. So you can try HIIT, which is about 15 to 20 minutes, 30 seconds sprint, 90 seconds walk, whether it's on the treadmill, a bike, or a rower. You can also try LIST cardio for about 30 to 45 minute incline walk, or a Stairmaster on your active recovery days. You can also do circuits, weighted circuits combining strength and cardio, for example, battle ropes, goblet squats, box jumps. There are so many ways that you can get your cardio in. And finally, don't overload your sessions with too many exercises. I say this all of the time. Please stick to 5 to 6 movements per workout session. Done well, that's all you need. Too much volume leads to burnout, soreness, and just subpar performance for next time. So just make sure that you keep your workouts as minimal as possible. So that is it for today's video. Let me know if this video helped you guys. And as usual, I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure that you click the links in my description to get all of my supplements, my workout programs. If you need one-on-one coaching, I am your go-to. I got you on this journey, and I'll see you guys in my next one.